lucky is that? Well, we're talking about Amazon and the cars they have listed. You may not have known that Amazon is listing cars, calling themselves your trusted destination for automotive research. Did you know that was you? Page after page after page of cars, anything you ever thought of. Cars, trucks, vans, SUVs, older cars, newer cars. There's a ton of inventory listed here, that's for sure. You could waste a big chunk of your day just looking at cars Amazon Vehicle Listings has on the website. Before we get into those details, we wanted to know if any of our followers used Amazon listings or if you even knew that they existed. So instead of guessing, we polled you on our community page and the results are in. We have the answer to those questions, don't we, Liz?
Yes, over 1,400 of you voted, and here's what you told us about Amazon car listings. Just 5% of you answered yes, saying you had either used or would use Amazon listings to research your car options.
Just 5%, Amazon.
61% of you answered no, that you'd never seen Amazon car listings and you had no idea it even existed. And 34% of you said, no thanks, you'd never use Amazon to find or buy a car.
Amazon, you got your work cut out for you if you want car buyers to use these car listings that you have. You know what's funny? Amazon actually launched car listings a few years ago. This is not a recent thing as in this year or last. They've been doing it for quite a while. And any questions they get asked about this subject, well, they've been quiet as a clam on what exactly they are doing or planning to do with this. Okay, Liz, there are tons of cars. How many exactly are there?
There are 400 pages of vehicles.
Wow.
And as Kevin said earlier, you name it, all car types, old cars, new cars, 30,000 vehicles are listed in total. I'd point out that there are some interesting features. Let's say you click on this older model BMW, for example. You want a 360 view of the vehicle? No problem. Just click and drag it with your mouse in a circle. Or maybe you wanted to look closer at the various features of the vehicle, and you can see the views through the left side of the screen.
Here's a 2017 Mazda CX-5 Grand Touring. The listing shows both the dealer retail for this used car and a private party price. If the price looks good to me and I'm interested in seeing more, I can scroll on the pictures over there on the left side of the screen and check out details of the vehicle. Not all of the listed vehicles have this option, but check it out. Here's a video of this used Mazda letting you see it in action.
Responsive performance shares top billing with passenger comfort in the 2017 Mazda CX-5, underscoring the revamped compact crossover's claim to being a sporty driver's vehicle that's also well-suited for family transportation duties. Offered in front-wheel drive and all-wheel drive editions, the CX-5 is fully redesigned for 2017, projecting a stronger presence with a lower center of...
You can also compare a vehicle in a certain class to other similar vehicles. Let's say I like this Hyundai Genesis, and after checking through a few of the pages, I'm wondering what else is out there. I'm not a Hyundai kind of buyer, so what else do they have? Just scroll down and you'll find similar cars. A BMW, a Chrysler, and a Mercedes come up in comparable sedan sizes.
If you go up to check on the pricing details of this car and click on that dealer retail tab up here, you get a disclaimer notice that says, the value represents suggested dealer asking price. The value is not adjusted for color, region, and equipment options. This value is calculated by Black Book, which is a favorite of dealers, by the way, using typical mileage assumptions for the age of this vehicle and average vehicle condition. So what exactly does that say to you, Elizabeth?
Nothing. That sounds like an answer from a dealer sales manager who wants you to quit asking about the price. That sounded nice, but there wasn't any meat on the bone.
Definitely not. It feels like Amazon is trying to skate down a thin line here. They are wanting to give the appearance of providing pricing information, and yet it's not really information at all. The price listed and the description given, well, it's about as vague as it could be. Who wants numbers that are only within 20% of what the proper considerations are? Who wants that?
I sure don't.
Yeah. So, Elizabeth, what have we seen so far here on Amazon that would make you want to turn to their vehicle listings for your source of information?
You know, I'm still waiting for a value proposition to just pop out at me.
Well, if you happen to own a Hyundai Genesis like the car listed here and thought you needed some parts or accessories for it, Here's a kind of cool feature that Amazon has, and you might like this, Liz. You can scroll through a laundry list of stuff like filters, brakes, wipers, lighting, spark plugs, ignition parts, shocks, suspension, even engine and transmission parts.
Okay, well, there's a silver lining. I like that feature. It makes it simple to find the parts associated with the vehicle. How many of you do-it-yourself car owners get the wrong part when you order online, and then you're delayed fixing your car?
Happens a lot.
Well, for that reason, I do like that feature.
Then, of course, they also have every kind of imaginable accessory for people who like to bling out their cars.
All right, now that makes it even better. So if you want a grill guard or a reasonable alternative to those super high-priced floor mats at the dealership, you can check this out and get the parts and accessories link. I like that, so I give them a thumbs up for that one.
And I have to mention that a person recently put a comment in our viewer section to say that they had actually used the Amazon link to show a dealer how expensive his car mats were, and the dealer agreed to match the Amazon price. So
hey, awesome. Way to do your homework.
Yeah, that's pretty good. If you find a car you like, most listings also have a link to the manufacturer's website that you can click on to learn more.
So the question is Amazon trying to get into selling cars?
If they are, it's been the slowest cook I've seen in a long time. It's almost like it's an idea that just kind of got out of the gate, and then somebody went, hold on a minute. Well, you know, the car business is a pretty tricky place to play ball, and maybe even Amazon has realized that it could be a market they are better off just keeping out there at an arm's distance.
I don't think they have boxes that big, Kevin.
Yes.
What others are saying is that Amazon Vehicle Listings is somewhat the company's initial foray into providing customers with vehicle purchasing information. The next step would be for Amazon to actually list dealer inventory and connect buyers with local dealers that they want the vehicle they find. So our viewers might not have known that in 2016, Fiat partnered with Amazon to sell cars at a discount in Italy.
Indeed, they did.
Maybe somebody from Fiat wants to tell us how that worked out for them.
Automotive News reported back in 2017 that a dealership network with buildings scattered around a region could be a part of the strategy for Amazon. That comment came from Cooper Smith, head of Amazon Research at the time.
And others agree that Amazon is blurring the lines between e-commerce and brick-and-mortar storefronts, and maybe some big announcement is due down the road.
Amazon has said the e-retailer does not sell vehicles on its U.S. website, though the Amazon Vehicle Pages has become a research destination for some car buyers, and as we learned from our poll, that's 5%. So far, it's been crickets on whether the company was considering dealerships as a distribution network.
So to go back to our poll, I'd have to say Amazon has quite a bit of work to do if selling cars is indeed part of the greater plan.
I agree.
So bring that back up and we can view that one more time. Just 5% of you answered yes, saying you had either used or would use Amazon listings to research your car options. 61% answered no, you'd never even seen Amazon car listings before.
Didn't know it existed.
Didn't know it existed. And 34% of you said no thanks, you'd never use Amazon to find or buy a car.
So 95% of people are fairly adverse or not even aware of the fact that Amazon has car listings. Well, Amazon, what say you? Have your PR department shoot us an email to info@thehomeworkguy.com, and we'd be glad to come chat with you about it. If something we shared today is either not 100% accurate, or if you want to share more information that we can put out to our audiences.
Thanks everyone for joining us. This was an interesting conversation, to say the least.
Indeed.
If you appreciate our video on Amazon today, and we gave you something more to think about, consider giving us that great big thumbs up, smash that like button, and share this video with others. Your friends and family deserve to get just as lucky as you did today finding this video.
Indeed.
Also, make sure you check us out on our social media platforms. The list is here on the screen and down below in that description box. By the way, make sure you read the description box on our videos. There's tons of great information listed there.
If you love what we do and want to leave a tip, well, PayPal and Cash App links that you see here will be easy to find in that description box down below that Liz just mentioned, or on our website. But no big deal if you can't do a tip. Just help us get the word out.
Because our subscribers are the luckiest car buyers on the planet. And you know why? Informed car buyers get lucky on their deals all the time.
Because luck favors the prepared.
Yep, so help spread the word and be a part of bringing fairness and honesty to the car business. That's exactly what we're all after.